Today's video shares the 10 ways to stop wasting money on clothes that you're not going to wear. So before we get started into today's video, I want to tell you that my live course experience for women is now open for enrollment for a limited time. So this is the Love Your Style course that is 5 live virtual sessions with me. So we go through the exact steps that I work on with my one-on-one personal styling clients. But instead we do this in a fun group community of other women that are also on the same journey to find and love their style. So if you're ready to have a closet full of clothes that you love to wear and that it's easy to put outfits together and you want to be supported by me and other like-minded women in this community, then go ahead and check out the information when you click on the link up above or also down in the description page. And now let's jump on into our video so you can stop wasting money on clothes you don't wear. So the first thing that I've seen with clients, many clients over many years, is that you're compromising. You're buying items that you don't really love. Maybe they have one element or one quality that you like. Maybe it's a color that you like, or it fits you well, but you don't really like other things about it. I have seen this again and again and again. And while we can't design our own clothes, or most of us can't design our own clothes, we are limited by what options are out there and what options we actually know about and the brands that will work for us. But once we do have that awareness of our style and we know what we like and we know the silhouettes that work for us, then we really want to stop compromising what we buy. I had a client, and this is the same thread that I've seen many times throughout the years, but this client loved a certain color. I think it was coral in her case. And so she would buy anything that was in this shade of coral. It didn't matter if it fit her. It didn't matter if it was part of her personal style. It didn't matter if she liked the actual silhouette, but if it had this color, she would buy it. But what would end up happening is she wouldn't wear it. So she kept buying pieces in this color that she loved, but then she never actually liked wearing the piece. So one thing I always recommend is that you know the things that you like, your criteria. What are your non-negotiables? What are the things that an item must have before you bring it into your wardrobe? For me, an item needs to fit me well, or if it doesn't fit me well, I need to commit to having it tailored. An item needs to be classic, because that feels like that's my style. I like to have pieces that are timeless. So a classic silhouette is very important to me. And then my other criteria is that something needs to be high quality. I like fabrics that are made out of natural fibers that feel good on my body because I know I'll reach for them. If something is made out of rayon or polyester, I won't reach for it because it's not going to feel comfortable on my body. So those are my criteria. Those are my non-negotiables. If I'm shopping and I'm considering an item, I want to make sure that it at least meets all these 3 criteria. These are my non-negotiables. So if it doesn't meet these 3 criteria for me, it's an absolute no. If it meets just one, if it fits me, but there's other things about it that don't work for me, maybe it's not a high quality fabric or it's in a different personal style than my own, I'm not going to buy it. This is a mistake that I've seen so many women make. Before you bring something into your closet, to make sure you're going to wear it, it needs to meet at least 3 of your criteria. It can't just have one, because chances are you're not going to want to wear it. It's not going to feel great, and it's just going to sit in your closet. If you're just buying things to have something to wear, if you have somewhere to go and you don't have anything to wear, or you think you don't have anything to wear, so you run to the store and you find a piece and it's okay, maybe it's not ideal, it probably doesn't meet your 3 criteria, but you feel like you really, really need something to wear, and then you buy it. Well, then maybe you'll wear it for that one time, but then chances are, if you don't love the item, you're probably not going to reach for it again. So you want to focus on buying the right items for you. That means the items that go with your unique personal style, the items that work with your specific lifestyle, and the pieces that you actually love, the pieces that you feel good in. If you're just buying things because you feel like you have nothing to wear, then chances are you're just wasting your money. those pieces a lot of times might end up in your closet. You might wear them once, maybe twice, or maybe you never wear them at all. There's so many closets I've gone into that there are tags on clothes that have been sitting there for months or even years in some cases. So when you're buying something, you want to buy with intention. You want to buy something because it meets your non-negotiables, because it's something that you feel great in, not just buying something because you feel like you have nothing to wear. If you don't know what you like, if you don't know the colors you like, if you don't know the silhouettes you like, the fabrics, the prints, if you don't know what you like about pieces, and even on the same spectrum, if you don't know what you don't like about pieces, it's going to make it hard to bring clothes into your closet that you're going to wear. You might end up buying something because you're having a bad day, or you might end up buying something because you think it's a great deal, it's on sale, or again, you're buying something because you think you need something to wear. Well, if you're doing any of this instead of actually paying attention to the piece, the actual item, and if you like the item, if you like the things about that item and how it fits you and if it works for you, then chances are you're just wasting your money and buying things that you're not going to wear long term. So when you put a new item on, whether it's something you're trying on in the store or something you bought online, you want to pay attention to how you actually feel in the item. This is the number one thing I walk through with my clients. When we're buying something for them, or even if we're editing their closet and they're unsure about a piece, I have them put the item on. And instead of me just giving them the answer saying, oh yeah, that works, or oh, it doesn't work, or this is how to style it, I want them to pay attention to how they feel in the item. They're the ones that are going to be wearing it. And I'm not going to be there every single time they buy something. So you need to get better at paying attention to how you feel in something. Do you feel good in an item? Not how it looks on someone else or what your friend thinks or what your mom thinks, but how you actually feel in it. Pay attention when you put something on. This is such an easy and simple way to buy clothes and bring things into your closet that you'll actually want to wear because you're paying attention. And the more you pay attention, like anything we pay attention to, the more you pay attention to that voice and how you feel in an item, the easier it will be going forward. The easier you'll know which pieces to add to your closet, which pieces will work for you. This isn't something that most of us, if any of us, have been born with. We don't automatically know what we like and how we feel in something and whether or not something works for us. I definitely didn't. It took a lot of time and practice and paying attention to these things before I was able to curate a closet that I love and have a style that I feel good in, that resonates with me, and have a closet full of clothes that makes it easy to put looks together. Stop buying for someone else's life, for the life you wish you had, for your fantasy self, for the life you used to have. Buy for now. If you need pieces, think about the items that you actually need in your life now. This is another great simple exercise you can do. Open up your notebook and write down what your day-to-day is. What's your week like? What are you doing in the daytime? Are you going to work? Is it an office? Are you working at a coffee shop? What's your ideal outfit for your day? And then later on, what are you doing in the evenings? Are you picking kids up from school? Are you having a date night? Are you meeting friends? Are you going to see a movie? Or maybe you're staying at home. Think again about what you're doing consistently week to week and what your ideal outfit would be for that as well. Same thing for the weekends. What are you doing on the weekends? Write down the things that you actually do. If you're not sure, then a good practice is to take a week, say you're going to start on a Monday, and at the end of that day, write down the things you did that day. And just do that for 1 week so you can start to see the patterns. You can start to see, what are the things I'm doing week to week? Where am I going? What do I need to put outfits together for? So you can start to pay attention to what your actual life is and have a closet that works with that, not a closet full of items for someone else. And this really is in line with the next tip, which is stop buying things you see influencers wearing. So influencers have brand deals, they get items sent to them, or they pick items out that they then style. They have certain lighting, they do certain tweaks to the outfits, they stand certain ways. They're basically an advertisement for outfits. Instead, use influencers or Pinterest or other social media as inspiration for things that you like. And even start practicing shopping your closet. I love going through the pieces you already have and trying to recreate looks based on something that you saw. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to recreate an outfit from your closet that you actually feel better in than if you just bought it from a website that you saw that an influencer was advertising. Now, while I don't think it's bad necessarily to try different things, and if something works for you, then actually use it. But what I have found in many of my clients, if not all of my clients that have used a subscription model like Stitch Fix, is that they ended up with a closet full of clothes that don't reflect their style, that they don't actually really love, and that they don't wear. And one of the reasons is you're getting a subscription box based on what someone thinks is the latest style or on trend or what's popular. It's not necessarily based on what's actually going to work for your body, what works with your unique personal style, and what works with your lifestyle. So if you're someone that's doing the subscription boxes, don't think that for some reason it's just not working for you. It's something that hasn't worked for any of my clients, because your personal style and your body and your lifestyle and what you like hasn't been taken into account. If you don't have a shopping list, then chances are when you're out shopping that you're not really paying attention to what you actually need. Now, if you're someone that you have a curated closet and you feel like you're wearing 100% of your clothes, it's easy for you to put outfits together. But if that was the case, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. But if for some reason that's you, then I think you can shop without a shopping list. But if you're someone that you're struggling putting outfits together, you're only wearing 20% of your closet or less, then chances are a shopping list is going to help you buy the right things versus buying more of the same things. I had a client who she needed items. She was missing clothes. She felt like she didn't have things to get dressed, but she had, 5 or 6 pairs of black pants. And she didn't realize she had that many until we did her closet edit and went through and she saw how many pairs of black pants she had. And she was even about to buy another pair of black pants until I said, wait a second, you don't need another pair of black pants. You have these black pants that work for you, that you feel good in, that you like, so you don't need a 6th or 7th pair. Instead, it might be more helpful to focus on this item and this item that you are missing from your closet. So having a shopping list can help you make better shopping decisions and buy things that you need versus buying more of the same. Having intention in your life, whether that's for what you do from your day-to-day life or how you practice living your life, or whether that's when you're building a closet, that's an important piece to not just wasting money on clothes you're not going to wear. So sometimes, and a lot of us do this, I used to do this, that you will shop because you had a bad day, or you shop because you went through something hard, or you just want to release stress, or even you're shopping because you're with your friends and you're just out having fun. But you're not really taking into account what your intention is. You're not shopping with the intention that you want to buy items that you're going to love, that you're going to have for a long time, that are going to make it easy to put together outfits you feel confident in. You're just shopping for other reasons. And what I find is when you're shopping for other reasons, most of the time, the pieces that you're buying are not going to be pieces you're going to wear long term, or they're not going to be pieces that you're going to enjoy. If something doesn't fit you off the rack, and this is most of us, a lot of the time will need alterations, will need tailoring for certain pieces. So when you're deciding whether or not to bring something into your closet and it's not that perfect fit, maybe the waist is a little big, or the hemline's too long, or the blouse, the sleeves are too long, whatever it may be, take into consideration that this piece, to actually make it work long-term in your closet, is going to need alterations. It's going to need to be tailored to fit your body well. And that's how you'll actually reach for it and want to wear it. So ask yourself, am I willing to have this piece tailored? Am I willing to bring it to the tailor, to spend the time, to spend the money, to have it fixed? And if it's a no or anything other than a yes, then I would say do not buy that item. I've seen many closets with tags on the items, with pieces not worn, and the reason is because they need alterations. And this isn't something that has been sitting in their closet for a couple days or a week. A lot of times it's months or even years, I've seen. So make sure you're going to commit to having something altered if it doesn't fit properly. Otherwise, it doesn't come into your closet. If you're someone that likes to shop a lot and you like to get the good deals, and maybe you're shopping at places like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and while there's nothing wrong with getting a good deal or a discount or a sale, as long as your closet is full of pieces you love to wear and it's easy to put outfits together, if on the other hand, you feel like you don't have anything to wear, that it's hard to put outfits together, and that you don't love your clothes, then you want to stop buying things just because they're on sale. That doesn't mean that you're going to wear the item. Spending even $10 or $20 on an item doesn't mean you're going to wear it. And it is still $10 or $20, and that adds up. There's a client that I'm working with, and she has a hard time spending money on quality pieces. She has a closet, though, that is full of clothes, but it's full of clothes she doesn't wear. And a lot of those clothes have tags on them. And we actually did an exercise. We tallied up all the items of the clothes that she's bought at these discounted places that she doesn't wear, that she doesn't reach for, and we tallied up the amount that she has spent. And it was hundreds of dollars. So hundreds of dollars that she spent on things she's not wearing. Well, if she took that money and instead used it on a few pieces that actually were things she loved and that worked with her style and that fit her well, then it would have made such a huge difference in her closet. So try not to buy things just because they're on sale or just because they're a discount. Try to buy things because you actually love an item, because you actually feel good in it, because it works with your style. And if you want to join me and a group of like-minded women, my Love Your Style live virtual course is now open for enrollment. It's only going to be open for a few more days, and then we're closing the doors so that we can really focus on the women that have joined and help them build a closet that they love. So in this 5-part live course experience, I'm going to be walking you through how to find your unique personal style, build a capsule wardrobe that reflects that style and works for your specific body type, so that you can finally have a closet full of clothes that you love to wear. It's easy to put outfits together. You're no longer stressed or feeling decision fatigue anytime you have anywhere to go. There's also a private Facebook community where I'll be answering questions and we can connect with the other women in the group. And there's also going to be live group coaching calls with me that you can hop on and ask your individual questions. And my goal for you at the end of these 5 weeks is that you have a closet full of clothes you love to wear. And I'm also offering a money-back guarantee. If in 30 days it's not easier to put together outfits you feel great in, then you will get your investment back. So if you're interested in joining me, you can click on the link above or down in the description box for more information and details. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here, and I will see you all next week.